I'm feeling just a little bit ragged. I have the fan on right there. It's a little warm here. It's not horrible. I'm not baking, but it's a little, tomorrow is going to be like a day, and, it's supposed to go up to 96 here. And I'm not complaining because other places are a lot hotter. I need to refresh my water. You could see there's no condensation because it's warm in here. So I need to refresh the water. I already had my coffee. The day is almost done. We're late afternoon. I just wanted to do a quick drop in and just mention a couple things. I had some time with my daughter this morning. She's amazing, smart, beautiful, brilliant. She's helping me with anxiety and just navigating life, and I'm so appreciative. I got my call into Toyota that I was putting off. Tried to do the website. I couldn't go on the website because my account is closed, but I needed to hear that from a person. So I did hear it from a person. My wait time was 19 minutes, so they gave me one of those callback things. So they did call me back, and they said, yeah, the account's closed, so that's all good. And then they put me over to the Gap insurance department, and I only had a 5-minute wait. And I got a really nice gentleman, and he said, yeah, everything is put in. The Gap insurance has been canceled as of the 12th of this month. So it took like 14 days for the Gap insurance to be canceled. And so it's going to be probably another week to 2 weeks before I see the refund on that. He said it could take up to 30 days. And if I don't get it in 30 days, to call them back. But I don't expect that to be an issue. So I got that done. I'm waiting on my shampoo to be delivered. It was supposed to be 5:15 to 7:15 window. Now it's 5:30 to 7:30 window, which I totally get. So I'm just kind of keeping my eyes out, because sometimes our Amazon drivers around here, with the way the apartments are set up, sometimes it could be a little difficult, and they don't know exactly where to go, even though all the buildings are marked and labeled really well. So I'm kind of keeping my eye out for that delivery. I just want to mention real quickly on comments. When I put a video up, I usually will wait a day, or sometimes, like, if I put it up early that evening or the following morning at like 4 a.m., I'll go on and I'll answer comments. So, and I don't go back on then. I'll go on once, answer comments, pin a comment. I usually will always pin a comment, and then I don't go back on. So if you leave a comment and I don't heart it and like it, it doesn't mean I'm ignoring you. It means that you put the comment on after I was already on. So if you go on, and this is anybody, if you go on and you see that I've been there and I've hearted and liked and I've responded to some comments, you know that I've already been there. So there's a good chance I might not catch your comment. So if that happens, comment in the current video you're watching and say, hey, I left a comment in the last video, like a few people have done, and so I'll pop back over and I'll definitely respond. So I'm not ignoring anybody. I just usually will go on a video once and check the comments. Probably if I go back to my very first video and looked at all the comments, there's probably a lot of comments I just never saw. My son is getting out of the hospital today. He's going down for blood work. He went down about 10 minutes ago, but he texted and said there is not supposed to be any holdup in his being discharged today. So hopefully, we'll see. That will change things up a little bit here in the apartment. I've been on my own for almost 5 months. And like I said before, I don't think he'll stay here real long. I think it's going to be a little too quiet for him. And I think he's going to want to get a little place of his own. at some point, but it still will be nice to have the company for even for a little while, you know. I want to find out for the people who have my number and we correspond through text. Let me know whether or not you're one of the people who are comfortable talking on the phone. I need to get beyond my phone nervousness. And so I want to make a little list of the people who would be willing to talk to me on the phone and have like little conversations, so I can kind of get used to doing that, because it needs to be, I need to practice it. As my daughter says, you need to practice it, Mom. So let me know, send me off a text if you would, or in Messenger. Let me know whether or not you would be willing to be one of those people that would and could talk on the phone with me. I would appreciate that. That's really about it. I mean, ouch, that was my shoulder. I'm on day 2 of my Ativan taper. I'm okay. It's only day 2. It's going to take a long, long time, but I'm determined. And I don't think I mentioned this, but I went off my stomach medicine about 10 days ago. I did a taper on that, on the famotidine, which is Pepcid. And I have not had stomach medicine for 7 days, 8 days, something like that. 7 days. Yeah. So that's off the books. My plan, my goal, my dream is to whittle down pharmaceuticals as much as possible and get into everything more natural and more healthy, especially as I'm getting older and older. That's the direction I'm heading in. And since my diet has changed up and I'm not eating a lot of saucy, spicy things, my stomach has been much better, much calmer, and all that. So I'm grateful for that, to be able to, even something as simple as a stomach medicine, to be able to put that aside. And I have Tums extra strength. If my stomach would bother me, I could chew 1 or 2 Tums and it's not a big deal. But I'd like to have as many of the pharmaceuticals off my chart as I can get off my chart. So the Ativan is the big thing. And it's going to take time, so much time. But I have time, so why not do something positive for myself? How I'll handle my anxiety and my panic after the fact, if I, get down to even the 1 milligram, which is my initial goal, I don't know yet. Maybe as my life progresses and things change and I get older and maybe I'll get less nervous, less anxious. My life will, have more positives than negatives, and I'll be able to handle the anxiety that comes my way in a way that does not require the medication. I don't know. We have to wait and see. But at least I want to get the amount to something that I consider to be manageable to any doctor. 4 milligrams is, a lot of doctors would say, is high, especially for my age. I want to see that go down to 3 milligrams, 2 milligrams, at some point 1 milligram, because that even sounds better to me, So that's where I'm at with that. Thank you for all the friendships and the love and the support that we're carrying for each other. Whether you've just lost somebody, you've lost somebody a year ago or 2 years ago or 5 years ago, it's hard. There's a lot of changes, so many changes. And I'm hearing a lot of financial changes, a lot of emotional changes. A lot of people aren't sleeping. Like we're just having a hard time adapting across the board. But no one is giving up, It's like inch by inch. We have to go inch by inch, not yard by yard, which is what somebody told Lori Conway, inch by inch, not yard by yard. And that's pretty much how I'm living my life at this point, inch by inch, not yard by yard. So I'm going to go and I'm going to get myself some fresh ice water. I just had a plum and I had a cheese stick. This morning I had a banana, and I want to make a small salad. I have some carrots, some peppers, some lettuce, some tomatoes, and so I want to make a nice little salad. Put some mandarin oranges and some walnuts on there, and some flaxseed and chia seeds, and that's going to be dinner, I think, for tonight. So I'm going to get working on that. You guys take care. Thanks for being here with me, hanging out with me, going through all this stuff with me. And you guys know where to reach me over on Messenger, Facebook Messenger under Poet Quinn. So, holler at me over there. Okay?